sunrise, new day's dawning, and it's calling you and me, where the mighty Mississippi flows by Memphis, Tennessee. We've got woodlands, fields, and water. Hey, there is no better way. You can find out all about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Make some time, take the family, ask a friend, but don't delay. Listen up and learn about it all. Outdoors with Larry Ray. Listen up and learn about it all. Outdoors with Larry Ray.
Good Saturday morning and welcome to another edition of the award-winning Outdoors with Larry Ray. Brought to you proudly by Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Barton Power Sports, Sportsman's Warehouse, and Best Care Home Services. Now, here's your host, Larry Ray.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome to Outdoors with Larry Ray as we roll them out here on March the 23rd, 2019. Opening day of the weekend. They got the youth turkey hunt going on in Tennessee. 1 week from today will not only be the opening day of turkey season for all of us old geezers, but also a big event that we're going to talk a little bit about on this segment and later in the show out at one of my favorite parks, and that's W.C. Johnson Park in Collierville. And, of course, it's fourth Saturday, which means – there he goes. Did you hear him? That's him. He's back.
He's here.
I'm here. Yeah. Ron Wong is in the house.
Good morning, everybody. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood this morning.
Can we play Ron's theme song just for him so we know what it is? You know?
That's
just
Big
so
Bird,
people
right?
know. Oh, here it comes. There it is. I love it. Here it is. That's Ron.
That's shuffling music.
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
it. Here it comes.
Right.
On the road again.
That's him. On the road again.
Just can't wait to get on
You and
the
Willie.
road again.
Hey, I am and I will be on the road.
Nope. It wasn't
Next
Willie.
week.
It was Tilly. I'm sorry. I got the names wrong.
That'll be Willie.
Hey, Ron is here, and glad to be back from the Classic. Great job over there at the Classic. Somebody told me, and I won't tell you who it was,
No.
but they saw you 5 times.
Really?
Yeah, at the same place. So he thinks you brought all the Wongs in the world there to have a Wong convention.
Somebody had to do it.
And you did it. And it was a great job.
So now who is this?
I'm not going to tell you.
It was the concession line.
Hey, and that's a new voice with us this morning. And
But
that
he's
is
not new.
Mark Copley of Strike King, who's communications, media relationships, media manager.
Keep going.
I'm
Hey,
still
you know
going.
what I say now? He's
I
one
can
of
relate
the
to just
execs-
about anything.
He's one of the execs at Strike King, Lou's, and Hunter Specialties.
Well, he loves what he's doing, and he's doing what he loves. So that's a pretty good combination. He brought along a guest. We're going to talk to her a little bit on this segment, too, and that's Stacey Haynes about a big event that's coming up next Saturday.
Special guest.
Very special guest. We're going to talk to her. But, the Classic, I got to ask y'all because Ott Defoe is coming on right after this. He won the Classic. I can't wait to talk to Ott. Talk about it from your standpoint, Ron, as being a media representative. You really can't encompass what goes on because, as you told me, your day starts at 4:30.
I have to tell you, people think, well, it's a tournament that only professionals can qualify for, but the Bassmaster Classic is a family event, and Knoxville showed out for
Well, that's
this
what I wanted
family
to ask you.
event.
From your opinion, Knoxville,
and
people
it all
were saying,
started.
yeah.
It all started day one launch. It broke all attendance records at the first day launch. They had over 5,300 people. I think it was like 5,500 people.
At what time?
This was by count. This is at 6 o'clock in the morning.
And they have the national anthem, don't they?
They had the national anthem there and everything. and
Cool.
I have to tell you, they were breaking that record for launch people at the launch every morning.
Really?
I think the final day they had 6,500 people lining up Nayland Drive along the river there.
Yes.
It was very, very impressive. They broke all attendance records ever.
Which we thought they would. I mean,
153,000 people, over 153,000 attended one of the events that was there. And I'll have to tell you, the expo, which was being held in two different
I'm
buildings.
Talk to him about that. Yeah, that's.
Was so jam packed. It was amazing. And then Thompson Bowling Arena, where the weigh-ins were being held, it was near capacity for each one. I would be walking to Thompson Bowling Arena to get ready for weigh-in about 2:30 every day, and the lines just to get in. The doors didn't open to 3:15.
Okay.
It was crazy.
All right, well, let's talk to Mark about from the expo side, Strike King Lures, big part of the expo, and explain to our listeners out there what the reaction you had from being in Knoxville.
Well, I will tell you, going in as an exhibitor at Strike King and Lose, we are always very hopeful for high attendance, so we can promote, the things that we've released. We released the Thunder Cricket there. We relaunched the Speed Spool LFS for Lose, and you always have high expectations. Sometimes they're not met, but let me tell you, absolutely they were met. It was every day they were lined up to come into an event that is free to come into, but they wanted to get in and they wanted to see things. And Ron's right, it was in two buildings, and everywhere you went, it was jam-packed. You couldn't walk. There were times where I couldn't get to the other side of our booth because it was so crowded.
The other side of your booth?
Which was only 50 feet.
Yeah, I mean, Lose and Strike King were right together, right?
50 feet.
Absolutely.
And just to get from the little 5 feet separation, was, it was, you had to squeeze through people.
Bumper to bumper, and now, so you guys.
But it's a really cool time there because, A, the ones who are not fishing the tournament are in our booths.
That's right.
So we had 4 Strike King guys fishing and 4 Lose, and I think a combination of 5 to 6 who were both. Mm-hmm. So we had a small number who were fishing. Everyone else, and from all the different tours, were there. Ron was talking about how this is the Super Bowl of bass fishing.
Well,
absolutely.
I go back a long way. Okay. Mm-hmm. And I never.
You've been there.
I've been there, but I can't imagine where it was and where it is now. Back in the heyday with Ray Scott and all of them,
you didn't even know where you were going back then.
No, that was Henry Reynolds before me. I mean, they got in the plane and did not know where they were going, and Henry was flying with them. I hope he wasn't flying the plane, but he never knew where they were going. But now they know where they're going well in advance. I'm not. Do they now? Next year is.
We should know in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, a couple of weeks. Going to know about next year. So we got all these conglomerations of great fishing organizations: FLW, Major League Fishing, the Classic.
BASS folks
is still the Classic.
Classic is still,
and we'll take the name away from it.
There's going to only be one Super Bowl of fishing.
Yeah, I mean,
next year is the 50th anniversary.
I know it is. Yes, and so I don't know where they're going to try to top that. I think weather-wise, they made a home run by having it in Knoxville because people from Pittsburgh, the East Coast, could drive to Knoxville. I've always told people it's closer from Johnson City to Washington, D.C., it is Memphis.
Yeah,
that's true.
So in Knoxville, you can drive.
Absolutely. Well, it was a perfect place to be just simply because of location and people from all areas being able to get there.
All right.
All of those that fish up and down the Tennessee River.
We've only got a couple of minutes. I didn't mean to go that, but you guys have really.
I'm so excited.
I want to introduce Stacy Haynes here because she's going to be talking about an event coming up next Saturday. And we're going to talk more about it. But, Stacy, talk a little bit in this opening segment about what we got going on next Saturday.
Thank you, Larry. Next Saturday, we have our first annual Zach Cody Memorial Fishing Rodeo being held at W.C. Johnson Park in Collierville. It's a family-friendly fun event. It's intended for all ages, and it's basically being held to celebrate the life of our friend Zach Cody, who left us too early tragically in a car accident last summer at the age of 16. So this event is really just to celebrate his life and the love of outdoors and fishing, and just to keep his memory alive, and to fund a scholarship in his honor at Briarcrest Christian School, where he was a student, as well as at Life Church for a youth retreat.
Well, we're going to talk to Stacy a little bit more down the show, and Mark and Ron will stick around if I can keep Ron slowed down here. Let me tell you about next week's show, too. I forgot to mention that. I didn't even think about that, but I want to talk about next week's show on this segment because it's the All Turkey Show. Don't forget. Come on. We're going to be talking turkey all next week. It's a weird place to be.
There'll be a lot of turkeys in
There'll be
here.
a lot of turkeys in this room.
That must
Shelby,
mean Ron's gonna be
get
here.
ready for it.
I'm not going to be here.
No, Ron's not going to be here. But we're going to talk turkeys. I mean, we got them calling in from all over. Not turkeys, but well, some of them are turkeys, really. So, but that's next week's show. All right, let's take a break. Come right back because I'm looking forward to this next guest, Art D. Foe, on Outdoors with Larry Ray.